He trusted his personal secret with a close colleague, spoke his heart out, and the next morning the entire workplace was talking about him. He had become the talking point of his office, and every staff member, including the boss, he was not in a very good terms with his team members and with his boss, and even he greeted him with this mocking smirk, and he was completely shattered with no fault of his. But if you analyze on deeper levels and on the subconscious level, he was going down and down, and it was he who was solely responsible for whatever happened to him, because he took the decision of trusting a wrong person and venting out whatever was inside of him that was meant to be inside of him, and he had to channelize the pain in the right direction so that he could walk the path of success, because it is the pain inside of us that becomes the power point of our success, and that becomes the central point of our focus that enables us to focus on our work and walk the path of success. Success cannot be attained without pain. It is the pain that works on our conscious level, and deep down the subconscious get affected by it, and it has that power, it has that grit, it has those strong emotions which, if channelized in the right direction, you and me will walk the path of success. It is the pain that is behind every success. They say behind every successful man there is a woman, and behind every successful woman there is a man. Behind every successful human there is this pain behind him or her that causes the success to occur, that triggers the right kind of emotion within a person. But if instead of igniting those pain, working on the pain and channelizing it the right way, if you decide to share it with your close colleagues, friends, and if you end up choosing the wrong kind of companion to share your secret with, then you will become the laughing point or the talking point of the workplace, at a society, or any place of the world, because this is something we human are inclined to, and that is gossip and discussing. You have trusted that personal colleague. Maybe he did it to you intentionally, or he didn't intend to, but he trusted somebody else with the secret, and that somebody trusted somebody else with the secret, and this is how gossip spread, and this is how we become the talking point, in spite of not wanting to be one, in spite of trusting and being very honest. We end up suffering because of the wrong judgment and the wrong decisions that our mind make, because we are walking the life, we are walking the path of this journey, we are walking this journey with a mind that is not spiritually powerful, because we fail to make the right kind of judgment, whom to trust and whom not to trust. Now, what is the concept of this right kind of person? Now, can you say and define that what is this right kind of person, and who is that colleague, who is that best friend whom you can say that now if that person is right, 1 month later or 6 months later or a year after 2 years, if your terms and relation don't go that steady, then that person who is right at this point of time will become the worst enemy of yours, and he will have your secret that he can blackmail you with. Now, this is not the fault of that person, or we can say that the person is not right. It is the fault of your judgment going wrong and your decision to channelize pain in the wrong way, because do not give your weakness away to somebody. Channelize your weakness in the right direction so that you can be that strong person who can attain success. For success is not the result of happiness, success is the result of pain, and when you choose to endure pain, that is not an option or a solution that you get into depression and get into anger or vent out or share your secrets with every next door person you meet. You go and you sing your saga that this is what you have gone through, then you are wasting the pain that has been given to you by that supreme consciousness, by that supreme power, for you to make the best out of it. Gita in Hinduism says pain is the cause and effect, and it is the attachment that causes pain. In Islam, Quran says it is tawakkul, that is trusting the plan of God, and it is the azmaish, that is the test that we humans are subjected to. Bible says it is pain and suffering that your Almighty is putting you in test, and He wants you to turn to Him and ask from Him, submit yourself to Him with complete devotion. It says, praise be to our God, the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, for he is the Father of compassion and God of all comfort. And when we human beings receive trouble that is coming from God, it is God who will comfort us and who will give us solution. So submit yourself wholeheartedly to that supreme power, that supreme consciousness. All the religious books, all the holy books, the religious scripts, the ancient scriptures, the holy verses that have been gifted to us by divine personalities, for us not to decorate our bookshelves with those holy and religious books, but to read them, to decode them. The secret codes that are given in those holy verses are meant for us to read and make the best out of it, solve our problems, and not keep on sharing our problems with each and every individual we encounter. The easiest way to understand this concept would be, suppose you've had a big wound in your hand and you have this bandage, but you choose to share it. Now you can open the bandage and subject it to the open air, the molecules, the germs. Then what will that open air do to the wound? That is exactly when we share the wounds of our emotions with somebody. This is what we are doing. Now there is a big question. Enduring pain is not an option, but it is a solution if channelized the right way. Going on, getting into the depression mode, subjecting yourself to venting out of anger, subjecting yourself to emotional outburst is mischannelizing your energy and going the wrong way. That will never lead us to success. But if we channelize it the right way, ponder on the holy verses, we are bound to get solutions. And this is the guidance that the Supreme Consciousness is giving us. If we meditate for good 30 minutes, when we dwell, when we go within, deep down our subconscious, the energy within us activates and it radiates the right kind of energy, sends the signals to the universe that in return gives us the solution for the problem. What fault did that person have when he trusted his colleague who ended up spreading his secret and he became the talking point of the office? There were two blunders that he committed. First, he made a wrong judgment. He trusted somebody he shouldn't have, not because the person was right or wrong, because today he is right, tomorrow he can go wrong, or he can end up blurting your secret out in a way, intentionally or unintentionally, but it is you who will become the laughing stock, because we humans are very insensitive when it comes to public humiliation and when it comes to public mockery, because it is not we, because it is somebody else who is the subject and who is at the receiving end. Today, if I am insensitive to somebody, then that insensitivity is that energy I have radiated out to the universe. It is bound to come back to me, because this is the law of the universe and this is the design of the Supreme Consciousness. And he says that I am going to comfort you. Share it with me with all your heart in different religious books. This is the message that we are getting, and this is the message the divine personalities, the prophets have given to us, that go and share it with that Almighty, share it with the Supreme Consciousness. If you are a non-believer, if you are an atheist, if you are an agnostic, irrespective of, regardless of whatever you believe in, whatever your faith is, if there is nothingness you believe in, then go and share it out with that nothingness and gain that energy, because that energy what you gain, that is what will trigger within you the right kind of emotions. You will get the right kind of idea and walk the path of success. Do not do the blunder of misusing the energy and making life difficult for you, because when you misuse your own energy, this is something that nobody can protect you from, because this is a self-harm we are causing to ourselves. Do not trust the wrong kind of people. Do not trust the right kind of people as well for your misery. If you are in a deep trouble and you're looking for help and you trust a person, that is understandable. But just for the sake of singing the saga of your breakup story or your saga of what bad has happened to you, then you are mischannelizing, you are misguiding the energies within you, and you are spoiling the pain that has been given to you as a test, as a gift, and you have the possibility to come out of it with flying colors. Bread. 41 days life-changing course, life-changing experience. No dependency, what the slavery. No dependency, what the slavery, bread.